/host. What's your Twitch name? Is it mnchief _?
mnchief_. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna sound really stupid here. How do you spell chief?
CHIEF.
CHIEF. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
I was about to be a smartass and say 117. It was fine.
Fuck off. You damn nerd.
Got a problem with the nerd? Kiss my
Oh.
fucking ass.
I'm a nerd myself. Shut up. No, I don't want to restart. Why didn't you do that?
I keep
before?
forgetting how to set up hosting.
Yeah, you see, go to your chat bar on your Twitch.
Okay.
You do /host, then space, and then the name of the person you want to host.
On
Another
somebody else?
huh?
Say that one more time. On like if I go into somebody else's stream.
No,
And
you have to
their
go
chat?
onto your own.
Okay.
Go to your own stream, go to your own channel, go to the chat, type in /host, spacebar, and then the username of the channel you want to host.
Good Lord, darling, I don't know what happened, but your volume got like massively boosted out of nowhere.
Sorry. My mic is fucky sometimes.
That's okay.
It's already okay. I forgot I had set up like a list of people to rotate through hosting, so my channel's already hosting.
Yeah.
Hey.
Another way you can quickly switch who you want to host, if you go to your stream manager, your creator dashboard,
Okay.
you can add an extension called host a channel, and it lets you quickly pick between channels.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Also, sorry about the mic gain happening all of a sudden. It happens with Yeti mics.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's just it's like a trumpet coming from the distance. It just starts off low and then just
Probably hit you harder because you're just waking up. But it's
Also,
fine.
I'm naturally a loud person. I'm trying to work on it.
There's nothing wrong with being naturally loud. If people say there's something wrong with you being loud, they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Trust me, people have been telling me my whole.
Oh,
It's
shit.
fine though. Right. So let's get this underway, shall we?
Yes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tales of Yggdrasil. I am your DM Gothi MNG, or you can call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. With us today, we have Bard of the Midwest playing Bruno. We have That Hufflepuff playing Akirin. We have Bryce Ossity playing Rune. And Onyx, can't forget Onyx. We have Archie Obsession playing Lethe. We have Demise TR playing Brad Vidir, or he is now known as Dad Vidir.
I'm your father now.
And we have turned to page 394 playing Egret.
Luke, I be your father.
Luke, listen here, you shite. I'm your fucking father. Accept it.
Barbosa has entered the chat.
So, Chris redeemed a hydrate the whole stream, so everyone hydrate motherfuckers.
Oh, she damn
And you
did.
know what? I have my soda for my dinner, and I also have a bottle of water.
Hydrating means I have to get up and take my headset off, so I'll be right back.
No
You
worries.
know what? I'm doing the double hydration. I'm gonna drink water and iced tea at the same time. Is it gonna dilute the iced tea? Fuck if I care. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
I was waiting for that.
Okay.
Wasn't that big of a mistake, but it was still mistakes.
Right. So, quick announcements. I have opened up a Teespring shop for merch. I've already
Ooh.
got one design up there, and it is a catchphrase that gained some popularity on TikTok of mine, simply known as "I swear by Odin's scraggly pubes." Yes, you heard me correctly. Canadian Nate is just waking up right now, so everything is hitting like Mjolnir at the moment. On that note, there is also Paige's Teespring for GKC and Outer Rim Misfits, and Sarah's Society 6 and her other stores. Paige, updates for yours.
Yeah, the entire Outer Rim Misfits group headshots as well as the wanted poster has been posted to my Teespring. I'll get the link in the chat in just a moment. But all 5 characters are up now, as well as the wanted poster. You can get t-shirts, posters, steel tumblers, tank tops, stickers, the whole shebang. If there's any product requests in the future, just let me know. You can message me on Instagram at turn2page94. Other than that, that's the update.
Okie dokie. Sarah, yours. Any update?
Yes, actually, I have a new piece. Is sharing open?
It should be.
Cool.
Yes, it is.
It's called Rainbow Blooms.
It's so pretty.
This is my latest on the shop. It's available in everything from phone cases to comforters. Yeah. Lots more cool stuff coming. I just have to get it up on the site. So
Yeah. Paige, if you want to send me your link tree, I will put that in the chat for you.
Not my personal link tree. I'll get the GKC one.
Yeah. Okie other than that, we do not forget we have Secrets of Pandora and Humblewood intermittent on Mondays. Wednesdays we have Outer Rim Misfits hosted by DM'd by our friend Katsune. By the way, Humblewood is DM'd by our lovely Sarah, and Pandora is DM'd by Alpha Hannah 5311. And then tomorrow we have GKC DM'd by Icarus and streamed on Twitch on Paige's channel. And Sundays sometimes is Fandelver.
Fandelver at this point is play by ear, so if we're live, you'll just get an update from Twitch that I'm live.
Okie dokie. Other than that, that's all the announcements that I have. Does anyone else have any announcements at the moment? Are we all good? Okay. So let's dive in to Tales of Yggdrasil. Last we left off, you guys came back to Midgard, and you unfortunately had the displeasure of having Amaris leave your party. Some were hit by the farewell more than most, lately. But in that, you gained another companion, the Vanir, known as Ygritte. And while perusing in the market in the HQ for the Midgardian militia, or the Cowards militia, you found the unsettling nature of the currency in which you purchase with. To fairly unsettling, especially Rin, Lethe, and Ruin. And at this point, you all left, and we had a bit of a 3-day time skip because you guys got there a little bit early before the meeting with the Midgardian Council and the Asgardian Emissary. In the time skip, Bradford found some interesting information about how to repair his sword. Lethe was networking within the Soulshire grounds. Bruno trained, meditated, and received a vision of possible future events. Or it could be a red herring. We do not know. Rin bought some health potions and talked with the voice inside his head that had been just general conversation with Rin and general guidance. Rune went to go to the smithy to get new armor and new weapons, or just new armor. Just new armor, and decided to spar with the smith, and were actually pretty evenly matched. And then, upon arriving back at the tavern, Lethe has now been under the employ of Durin for some in-tavern entertainment. And Rune and Rin were dancing away. It was fucking super adorable, cute as shit. And then Ygritte walked in the woods, brought back a quite large elk buck for Doran, while some other general foraging around the area as well, getting to know the woods surrounding Soulshire. And could you remind me what else? Because I only have those notes, but I swear you did something else. If you can remember.
Really didn't do anything.
Okay. And when the 3-day time skip finished, you guys had your meeting with the Midgardian Council, in which some rather interesting and heated arguments happened between the council, you guys, and the Asgardian emissary, Aevan. And the collective thought on him was that he was a bit of a tool, to say the least.
A bit is an understatement.
And at which point it got so heated that the council called a recess, and Ragnar, the Ebony, the Raven Master, decided to politely direct all of you guys to the waiting foyer. And the last cinematic shot was simply a blood splatter upon the window.
No.
So, at the moment, you guys are waiting in the foyer area. What would you like to do?
Do we hear anything that's gone on in that room that we've just left?
You are too far away to hear anything because the waiting area was by the entrance to the council building. You went up 1.5 flights of stairs to get to the council chambers.
So we don't hear any like scuffling or
No.
raised voices. Okay.
Oh,
Like I said last time, Bragg probably let out his anger by basically just swinging his axe into a nearby wooden pillar.
Yeah, like as you came down the stairs, there was a stone pillar that connected the bottom of the stairs to the roof, and you just out of anger, and it rang throughout the lower levels.
Nice.
Well, that certainly got a bit heated in there.
It's politics.
As guardians.
Oh, I think it was just a lot of uncomfortable opinions all in the same room there.
His fallback is always going to be He's always going to be military. That's what he's here to do, whether he wants to admit it or not. Yeah, he falls back on what he knows. The Asgardian military.
What he knows, that's a bloody joke. A man
All they
barely
know
knows
is
his own.
friends.
You're also not wrong. That's why it's almost all he knows, unlike his standing orders from his higher-ups. Anything goes wrong, call for reinforcements.
All the Asgardians seem to know is violence.
I've got a fair few who don't quite share that sentiment, but those in a position to command violence tend to.
And still, if we lose our tempers with him, then any position we might have loses its ground.
Well, that's true there. It may not be easy, but perhaps we should try to have level heads while we're discussing things.
At the same time, I'd rather not be taken as some type of pushover. I did lose my temper, but I'll be damned if I let an Asgardian try to uproot what we were sent here to do and make it as it had no value whatsoever.
So our only option is compliance.
Science is a strong word. But if you maintain your own cool while others get heated, the position that is stronger is your own.
That's very well put there, Lacey.
Bruno, whatever's playing in the background, could you mute it, please? Thank you.
Sorry, that was very strange noise.
Okay.
I'll mute my phone.
I have to ask, how many of you have actually taken part of any sort of negotiation before?
I've had my fair share of experience in the past.
I had to negotiate my way out of things, but for the most part, it was just me in the forest. So do with that as you will.
Well, I've definitely had to stave off some suitors, when I was the Wildcat. And, I'm no big city folk talker, but, occasionally we have to negotiate things for the farm.
Well, at least we're not all approaching this from, not all at least, approaching this from a unknown point that can easily be manipulated if you're not careful.
Out of curiosity there, Bragvadir, What would be something you hope to get out of this arrangement?
I hope to not have my axe embedded in the back of his skull in this arrangement.
Violence.
Well, I think we all want that. Just to clarify, not the axe in your skull there, but none of us want an axe in ours. These noggins.
I'm not entirely sure any of us want to see an axe in the back of someone either. Never mind.
You had to take that back for a second. You're like, maybe someone.
Maybe an exception. Bruno kind of glances around at everyone and then just kind of closes his eyes, just kind of focuses. Seeing if I can do a thing.
Is it okay? What are you trying to do here?
I'm trying to sort of like using the vernacular of my class, see if I can sort of sense any conflict, like any actual conflict in the area.
Okay, so make a. This will be an Arcana check.
Ooh.
I'll Arcana. That's wisdom.
It's intelligence.
It's intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay, I'll touch Bruno on the shoulder and cast enhance abilities of the owl's wisdom. The target has advantage on wisdom checks.
It's
Skill check. I like what you're going with, but it's a
Okay,
skill
never
check.
mind. Never mind.
It's,
Never mind.
yeah, no, it's
No.
a
I like
won't
your
do that.
hustle. I like your
yeah.
hustle.
like that's good. So you go over to touch Bruno, and you think this ability might work, but then you realize, wait, this is wisdom. This might
He's
not
just-
be.
He's just trying to help. I'll shut up now.
No. Absolutely fair.
It's-
You're good.
I mean, it's
You're
not bad.
good.
17.
17. Okay. It's very fuzzy, but you get the revisit of the vision you had 2 days ago,
Hmm.
and it seems that the vision is trying to link you with what's happening currently, but the connection there is interrupted for some reason.
Bruno opens his eyes and then stands up from where he was been sitting. Something's wrong.
What was your stomach bothering you there?
He's just gonna move back towards the door where they left.
I will say, you don't get the sense that something is wrong. You don't get the sense that something is good. You just get the sense that something is trying to halt you. It's neither malicious or evil in just a sense. It's just an annoyance. So you wouldn't exactly gather that something is wrong, that you need to rush up. However, I'm gonna do a thing here. Okay then. Ygritte. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
I don't like this.
being alone.
This.
Just sitting there minding your own business.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Leave the child alone.
Oh no, no.
So I rolled a 5. And my save is a +2, so that's a 7.
It's a 7. Okay.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna be mean to me. I knew my dice are gonna be mean to me today. Yeah, this is gonna be
Today's
great.
episode of Universal Pain.
So you get the feeling that something is encroaching on your mind. Nothing malicious, nothing like harmful. And then it breaks through. And then you hear just a very neutral voice. You must come back up now. And that's it.
Must come back up now.
What was that?
Spirit's gonna look toward where are we again inside this building, and where is the meeting room?
So you remember from the entrance, you are in that little waiting area to the right on the base floor. The meeting area is up the tall flight of stairs, then left on the small, then left, and then up again, and it's the first room from that second flight of stairs.
Back to the room now. And she just gonna bolt up the stairs.
I'll follow.
Yeah, we all thought. Well, I'll follow.
I take it you will.
Follow, like right behind her, but let people pass me.
Stairs. God damn it.
Yeah, no, Bragg is right behind you. Get your ass moving.
Get your ass.
I'm just letting Lethe know I'm dashing. So
Yeah.
I'm moving 70 feet a sec. 6 seconds.
I'm not gonna try and keep up with that shit. Just like thing.
That's a fucking.
Bruno
So-
and you, Grant, both take a dash action. Just yeet. It's like,
So I take it you all use.
What else? 35 feet of movement. That's 70 when dashed.
Oh yeah, if we gotta deal with this bullshit, so do you, Lethe. Get your ass in there. Fucking keep you going.
and Bruno somehow passes her because I have a 40, and I like that. It's like they're keeping pace, just like.
So so the marching order goes just as you coming up to the meeting room door. You have Bruno just coming up. You have Egret behind. Rune, Kieran, and then Bragg behind, because I believe is your movement speed 25 feet, Bragg, or 30?
35.
25. So yeah, you're
35.
35.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a Fast dwarf.
Oh yeah, barbarians. They get an extra 10 feet of movement.
Dangerous on short distances.
So if Ragnadir is dashing, he's like with Egret.
Yeah. So
Well, no, I'm having to make sure this little shit isn't running anywhere, so it might be like semi-dashing, semi-waiting for this fucker to move up.
so you are.
Specific. Let me be specific. I'm not trying to run away. I just don't do close combat, bitches.
That's fine.
And
That's
they
fine.
fall over.
Squishy bird.
Rune and Onyx are going to stay near Lethe just because, chivalry or whatever.
Chivalry or whatever.
Yes, that's exactly how it goes. So, you come to the door. The door is not locked.
No.
You're rushing, and the first thing you notice is that there is a body on the floor, and blood is pooling out of it.
Body.
I would like you all to make a perception check.
God damn.
Oh, I need dice.
A dead body. Yeah, a dead body.
Perceive this death, bitch.
Not need to click on you. Why?
I'll go with you in order. So from now, when I go in order, I'll go, like when we do skill checks, don't tell me straight away. Because all the numbers at once.
I know the feeling.
So, Bruno.
I didn't mean to click it on there. It was a 16.
16.
Wasn't great regardless. It wasn't a great perception.
Rin.
16.
Rune.
17.
Leafy.
19.
Bragg.
What the bard said.
And Egret.
18.
Nice.
We're not
So-
blind today.
You all pass the DC. You all see that the body on the floor is not Asgardian. It is in fact the Mistress of Coin.
I would like
Sorry.
I immediately look to see who is holding a bloodied weapon.
to cast a spell.
Hold on. You also see the where are you? There you go. You also see the Shaman of Arcana, Almiran, with the hand out like that, extended, and the Asgardian still, while the War Master Brond is behind the emissary with her sword to the Asgardian emissary's throat. Rune, yes.
I would like to cast Healing Spirit.
Healing Spirit.
Yep. Rune will
On.
call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. The intangible spirit appears in a space that is a 5-foot cube that I can see within range. The spirit looks like a transparent onyx, because why not? And then I'm just going to have it like sort of like on top of the body, and it restores 1d6 hit points to that creature with no action required per turn.
Okay, so the transparent onyx goes over to the body and does that.
I'm just a Patronus, like just like emanates the white light.
So the Patronus.
Mhm.
Don't sue us, J.K. Rowling. You turf.
Dare her to try.
Circles around the body. Keep circling.
Mm-hmm.
And then just stop circling and kind of lays down with their ears down as if defeated.
If anyone else nearby is hurt, they'll heal them.
So far, no one else is hurt.
Okay.
And as
you were gone for 3 seconds.
I'll look to the shaman and ask what's going on. What's happened?
The hat. I went southern. Sorry.
the shaman looks to you, Rin. It appears that this traitor, in a moment of heated ignorance, decided to take his dagger and slit the throat of the Master of Coin. She is dead.
I'll draw my sword out, run up to him, and hold his chin. Just because there's an extra fucking sword against him.
So the Asgardian emissary is still with the other sword like across their throat.
I'm away.
He doesn't seem to have the ability to speak.
I would like to look at his hands. Does he
His
have
hand?
any blood on his hands currently?
You see, actually, you all see, because of your past perception check, you see a bloody knife still clutched in his hand.
Can I just
Yes,
insight
Guardian?
this whole thing?
Sorry.
Can I just have an insight check, like a vibe check?
If you want to insight check the entire, yeah, no, go for it.
I would
Yeah,
also
she's
like
gonna
to do
try
that.
and like read her surroundings.
Okay then.
Oh yeah. There.
Ooh.
21.
21.
I rolled 19.
But you both get the feeling that everyone is shocked, frustrated, and pissed.
Any vibes from the Asgardian?
All you see is their eyes just darting back and forth between the shaman and you guys. Because he can't seem to move, you get the general sense that he is fearing for his life. And you get the sense that Brond, the War Master, the one that has the sword to the Asgardian's throat, has the look of "give me one excuse, and I'll put you down."
Out of curiosity, there, do you guys have clerics who are able to revive the dead there?
Hold on.
Who is the highest level cleric I put in this town?
The Gothi of Mas Grondir is there, and looks to all of you. I have my clerics. I've let my clerics know of what has happened, and they are coming with the necessary components. They shouldn't be here too long, I hope.
Well, it certainly seems like things have escalated up here.
Perhaps we it's this fucking hat. I can't stop the western southern accent. Well, I think we should probably not recess again while temperatures are high in between this council and our Asgardian person here.
Bruno was going to like glance to each of them. Who moved first?
Now the shaman goes, well, it all happened so fast. It was such a blur. The mistress of coin and Ivan were just having a heated argument, and the mistress got close, and next thing I knew, her body was on the floor and a bloody knife was in his hands. And
I'm going to. Oh, continue. Sorry.
At this point, Grond kind of goes, yes, and now he is. I'm sure he's absolutely sweating his absolute life blood out. Just give me a reason to do it, please. I beg of you.
As much as Bragg hates this Asgardian, he is gonna take a moment and just put his great axe to his side and is like, as much as I'd enjoy watching his head roll on the floor, did anyone see him slit their throat, or did they just watch the body drop?
The shaman goes, I think I saw something. Like I said, it just happened all too fast.
He stepped away from the table, didn't he?
You gather that that the way everyone's standing, they all stepped away from the table and kind of huddled together in a standing talking circle.
I am going to motion to him as a like, can I come closer and just go, may I?
What, to the War Master?
To everyone in the room. I'm just like, hi.
The shaman and the War Master kind of glance at each other very briefly, then they give you a quick nod.
I am going to just walk up to him and just be like, darling, it seems like you've gotten yourself in quite a pickle, and there are a couple ways this could go. I highly recommend you cooperate long enough for us just to get an understanding as to exactly what happened here. Are we clear?
Make an intimidation check.
While that's happening,
I would say with advantage, because given the current circumstance, there was
Yeah.
15
With advantage?
with advantage.
Oh.
I rolled an 8 and a 1.
Oh, yikes.
Well, he rolled a natural 2, so
Well,
You shitting bricks.
you like he can't move, so he's looking like mm-hmm.
I'm going to just turn around to the shaman and go, I think he's ready, my dear. Anyone
What-
have rope?
Bragg reaches into his bag and pulls out some rope. He's like, well, let's do.
That should be fine.
at this point, I've lowered my sword. So,
At
Rune
this
is,
point,
oh, sorry. Rune is just gonna look over at Egret and be like, "Oh, those are some good instincts you had there."
Guess so.
Once having 50 feet of rope is useful.
at this point, so you guys are going over to tie him down to a chair. Egret, Ragnar, the Master of Ravens, comes over to you. You see him writing down, and he shows you the message, and it says, "I'm glad you were able to get my message. I'm sorry that came in. I'm sorry that it came a bit choppy. It was rather distressful here."
No need to apologize.
At this point, the shaman just clicks his fingers, and Asgardian kind of goes a little limp, but still on the ground, but is quickly back onto his own volition, like kind of standing up straight because of the sword around his throat. Let's pull up a chair. Sit his ass down.
I slag him.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
What
It's
dice-
just an
what am I
unarmed
rolling?
strike.
So what
So-
dice is that?
And roll a d20 and add your unarmed attack modifier.
Oh,
I
Jesus
think it's
Christ.
just your strength modifier. Yes.
I don't know
Egret?
where to find that.
While we're waiting on the clerics to show up, Egret is just going to be carefully cleaning up the blood around the Mistress of Coin's body and cleaning her up.
Okay then. Yep. Yeah, that doesn't take you much time at all.
And
you
she's
kinda
just
get her
gonna kneel down beside her body and just kind of like protectively guard it.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Go ahead and I would say. No, you don't need to roll for this. That's fine, actually. Yeah. So you kind of, well, she was face down, so you kind of turn
Mhm.
her over, You clean up the wound as much as possible for preparation, and kind of get away from the blood because
Mhm.
just clean that way. You kind of get into a situation where, and you see the wound is quite a deep wound, like right at the base of the neck here.
Mhm.
It ain't pretty, to say the least. But you got the body in a different position, cleaned up, and well presentable for the possible ritual. Rin, what was your 6?
Yeah.
So that was your roll to attack.
Well, I rolled a d20 and I think it's a +3 to my strength.
I can double check for you actually.
Oh, if I've done it wrong, I don't know.
Let me double check. Bear with us a moment, guys. Thank you.
My bad. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Unarmed strikes come in once in a blue moon. So unarmed strike. So your unarmed strike is a +6.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it's a 9 then.
It's a 9. You go to hit him. No, he's tied down, so that means you get advantage. Roll again.
Hey. Oh, for fuck's sake. 14.
That hits. Okay, so you only do that much. You walk up to him just in that silent rage, I'm guessing.
Rin is pissed. Like, he's to the point where his hands are visibly shaking. He is so pissed.
In this silent rage, you go up and you just go crack.
Yeah.
And the sound resonates within the room. And there's going like kind of literally like, whoa.
At that point, Rin will shout in Infernal. Just something like, "You asshole," and just move away and go sit down somewhere far away from him.
I was gonna, before you walked away, Rune was gonna come up behind you and put his hand on your shoulder and just be like, "Oh, hey there."
Like, does he still angry and he's like,
Yeah.
blind red rage, I'm not swinging at you. You'll just spin around in that case and just scream, "What?"
Do we happen to have any magic that'll slow the approach of death for this lass?
Hang on. I do actually, yes.
First of all, Rin, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay, give me a second.
Medicine man
Right.
/ accountant.
Which is a +7, I believe.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I have an inspiration. Reroll that. I'm gonna use sacrifice an inspiration for that. Yeah.
Give him roll Rin inspiration. Okay then. Reroll.
Come on. Be nice. Hey, that's better. 22.
Nice. You get the sense that she's already dead.
So spare the dying wouldn't help. No.
She's past the point of unconsciousness. This person is dead. Hence why the cleric, the Gothi is getting the clerics. Got the clerics to get the necessary components and such.
Sorry, off the table. I was going more for like a gentle repose kind of thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Which it's alright. It's table talk.
Gentle repose keeps the body from decomposing, so it's like it makes it so that the time for revivify is a little bit longer.
Yeah, like instant freezer.
Yeah.
You are preserved.
I saw some looks of confusion.
So yeah, she did.
Yeah. Rin will just like hang his head, like he'll shake it. He'll go in for like a comforting hug with Rune, start crying and just walk off and sit down. He's crying not because, like,
Rune is just gonna like. He's not gonna let him walk away. He's just gonna like hug him and like give him. Like,
yeah, he's crying because he got so angry.
yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
all right there, bud. You didn't. This is a tough situation for all of us here.
So those who want to be around the Asgardian Bastion for the questioning, what would you like to do?
I actually am going to first turn to everyone and go, do you mind if I just have a minute alone with our new friend?
Oh no.
Oh, with all due respect there, I think that, we should still be in the room.
Oh, I just, I need 1 minute. It won't take long. It's no problem. I promise. I am quite capable of handling myself.
Would you mind if I stayed with you there, lass?
I need you to leave the room.
What is wrong with my accent today?
I don't know. It's all the hat's throwing it off.
It's the fucking hat.
You can have him last, Lethe. We'll leave you to your
Stay in the
business.
doorway. Just out of earshot.
Lethe, make a persuasion check for your own party.
Do we roll against?
Yeah, what will we roll against that?
What
Do
did
I
you
have advantage for any reason?
Athletic.
If you can roll advantage against Bragvadir's axe, then sure. He ain't fucking leaving.
I would say, you know what? Yeah, roll with advantage because everyone's trusting of everyone so far, so they'd have no reason to distrust you.
21.
21.
How would we counter that? What is the opposite roll for that?
I make an insight check.
I was gonna say insight. Don't fail me now.
I feel like if it's an insight, they will kind of understand what you have. I don't know.
I don't understand. I'm gonna stay here until my accent gets back to normal.
You fucking kidding me?
So, Buddha, what did you get? Bruno,
Yes,
what was your insight?
my insight. I forgot.
Sight within.
I rolled it and I rolled it and I looked away. The waiting for you to get hat and I spaced out.
Why you do that? Who else is rolling? Who else rolled insight? Everyone or?
I rolled, but I don't think it matters.
19.
Rin.
So Lethe rolled a 21, yeah? I rolled a fucking dirty 20.
I'm very convincing.
Rin.
Yeah.
11.
Brag.
I rolled a nat 20, but because I have no modifiers, it's just a nat 20.
So it's just a 20. Okay.
Yeah.
All of you are convinced.
Ygritte. You forgot Ygritte.
Sorry, I thought Ygritte didn't roll. That's my bad. What did you roll, Ygritte?
14.
14. Okay. All of you are pretty. Lethe is very compelling. Very persuasive.
I'm on the fence about this shit.
Rin and Bragg, you are a little apprehensive, but at the same time, you trust her.
Always making us leave and shit. One of these days, Bragg is just gonna say no. Fuck your persuasion.
So at that point, what would you all like to do?
I'll just go wait out in the hallway.
Oh,
Yeah,
before
I'll walk with Rin. I'm sorry, with Rin, and I'll have Onyx sort of like circle his like that kind of cat thing where like I'm gonna try to get you to trip, but I also love you. But you're gonna fall over. But that kind of thing.
before Bruno does leave, he will very quickly sort of stand about where he thinks he saw the events transpire in the vision. Sort of stand and try and like pick out who was likely where, because he knows what he saw in the vision. It's not exactly matching up with what has been, what he saw there. Then again, the vision is a possible run of events, not the definite. Just kind of like tilt his head, just kind of look at the guy. And he kind of, sorry.
I was going to say something, but Brain did a.
Brain does that a lot. He will kind of stop by Lethe, kind of lean down, and he'll sort of tell her like the brief synopsis of the vision that he saw. That probably the person in gold, probably more than likely him, went to like step over one side, then walked back towards the table, and then was leapt upon. And that's at least what the vision showed. But the series of events don't seem. But that's as far as he saw.
That he was left upon.
Yeah, it looked like someone walked away from the table, walked back towards the table, and then someone like it went at them. But then that was it. That was the cutoff. Didn't see anyone die. Didn't see anyone actually make good contact. Just that someone went at him or went at the figure, and then and then he'll take his leave.
And everyone else, are you venturing towards the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. Bragg? Wake up, Sleeping Beauty.
Yep.
So, Bragg, are you heading towards the hallway to give Lethe her moment of privacy?
Yes.
A very reluctant yes. So you'll take a moment to kind of ponder over the fact that Lethe is very persuasive. And you all head out to the doorway. The door's closed behind you. Lethe, you have this Asgardian bastion alone. What would you like to do?
She's just going to, well, first she's just going to like stare for a second, and then she's going to, and just kind of like rub his cheek where he got slapped a little bit and goes, "You've gotten yourself into quite a pickle here. I can only imagine what everyone's thinking. You know, that woman is quite a powerful woman, and yet she's dead on the floor. You were found with a knife. This just doesn't look good for you. You know, the only thing that's going to help you here is if you are willing to explain exactly what happened, truthfully, honestly. Because I gotta tell you, some of my friends out there are just dying to wring your little neck." Especially the one with the axe. He cannot wait to show you how that works. So I hope we can come to an understanding. I hope you're willing to explain things in a diplomatic manner, better than we handled earlier. Understood?
Fine.
Wisdom save.
What exactly are you casting?
Words of terror.
Yes, here we are. What? Okay.
Paige looked genuinely worried, like, that doesn't sound like a fun spell.
Yeah, no, me and Sarah have had this conversation before.
I have been waiting to be able to use this since I saw this on my list. I was so happy.
Oh. What's the save?
15.
Well, he rolled a 19 on the die.
All right. Well, he's unaware that I attempted to use the ability, at least.
Okay.
Do you want me to also roll an intimidation check just in case, or?
I would say roll intimidation again with advantage, given the current circumstances still in place.
Could you roll straight? That's better.
No, it must always roll okay.
Okay.
Corner and getting caught, and it wasn't working. 24.
Okay. So with the wisdom save, he rolled a natural 19. On this one, he rolled a natural 8. At which point he kind of, like, his eyes are darting everywhere, especially the door, to which the members of the party left. Fine. The council members weren't seeing my point of view, and the mistress of coin got all up on my face, and something in me snapped, and next thing I knew, her body was on the ground, and I had a bloody knife.
Sorry, there's a bunch of assholes with tiny dicks and big engines driving past my apartment.
Yeah.
Give them a minute. Oh, wow.
We get it, you have a small penis.
It is like the same. They must have moved in nearby. How much of what he's saying do I believe?
Well, an insight.
So many rolls today.
21.
He's actually telling the truth.
Even about not knowing what happened in between?
Mm-hmm.
So you blacked out. In a few moments, fully standing.
Yes, I can't. Something in me just snapped, and for a moment, I wasn't myself.
So just kind of like turn and then like try to snap loudly, and then when that doesn't work, grab something out of her bag and throw it at the door so that everyone knows to come in.
So you guys hear the faintest of, but you're paying nothing to it. Then suddenly, against the door is a poof. It's probably a sign that you guys are free to come in.
I go back in.
I'll follow.
He's like sitting in a chair opposite of him, like she didn't just throw something across the room. But near the door is a bell on the ground.
Like, why do I feel that Lethe would actually sit in the chair with the back of the chair like out front, just being like,
Oh, 100%.
Bragg is just gonna kind of put the bell back to her.
Oh, why? Thank you.
So as soon as the rest of you come in, he looks at all of you with fear in his eyes, like, look, what I told you was true. Okay, I promise. Why would I lie to you like in this current situation, especially with what you threatened me?
Oh, darling, calm down. I believe you. I just think this is something we all should discuss. Say it one more time.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Immensely.
I don't like you.
We don't like you.
Me
I'll
and the
crack my
mistress,
knuckles again.
it kind of like realigns his jaw, like just that whole thing. I've had better punches.
Bragg, give a punch.
Please.
Just
pick your
because he
words.
decided to be such a smartass about it.
That's up to you if you want to do it. You want to do it before he explains or after?
We'll see what he says.
So, what happened was, me and the Mistress of Quan were talking, arguing, and it was getting heated. Then all of a sudden, I blacked out. Blacked out with pure rage, and just next thing I knew, her body was on the ground with a throat slit, and I was the one carrying the bloody hand, the bloody knife. And the shaman paralyzed me with something, and I had the War Master's sword to my throat. That's all what happened, I promise you.
So you're saying that you both reached for the gun. No, I'm kidding. That was a Chicago reference. So you're not quite sure what took over you.
No, I never get that angry before. I rarely get angry. I just get annoyed a lot.
And Bragg look into his eyes for a second.
How close?
Enough to be intimidating, but enough to also be like to see if he's bullshitting or not.
Are you doing the
Okay.
classic dwarven eye squint? Just try to make your eye as big as possible.
No. I'd say because of his backing in military ties, he usually can tell if someone's BSing just by a look in their eyes, kind of thing.
Roll me an insight.
I have no modifiers in insight, so it's just a pure roll. So let's see how I go. 19?
You see the sweat pouring from his brow, but you know the difference between the sweat of someone bullshitting and the sweat of just someone being stressed. This is someone who's just generally stressed, but you get the feeling that he is telling the truth. He has no idea what happened, why this whole instance occurred.
Is there any way? I'm pulling at strings here. Is there any way that I could tell or see whether or not he was being controlled?
Detect magic.
It wouldn't work like that, I don't think.
No. I believe the only sort of spells there would be something like detect good or evil, or
The one time I didn't decide to fucking take that last time.
Oh, detect magic would work. It says for the duration you sense the presence of magic. You can see if something had taken over. If it was magic, of course. If it was something else, then I don't know.
I mean, you can use detect magic. It just really depends.
Can I primeval awareness?
primeval awareness. Okay.
I mean, after you can resolve this if you want. I just
Okay. So Rune wants to do primeval awareness after this. Rin, go ahead and okay, so you cast detect magic. And you see on him is a few magical items. Then the dagger that he had was one of them. Like it's beside him, but it's out of his reach, luckily. You see an amulet he's wearing is magical. But they're all very basic. They're all very basic stuff, just basic enchantments. The amulet seems to be like an empowering enchantment. The dagger is just an enhancement. What's your passive perception, Rin?
I want to say 16, but because of thing, hang on, let me check. I want to say 16, but I think it's gone up to 17. Yeah, 17.
17. You not only that, but while for like scanning this Asgardian, you catch a glimpse of Lethe. She's wearing magical armor of hold. I'm gonna do a thing here. So I'm just reminding myself what Lethe has.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone in the group has at least one magical item, so any of those would be glowing. So it should be protection.
Yeah. So
illusion.
So you see, on one hand is a ring glowing of protection, as well as the armor has that same sort of glow. As well as on the other hand is a ring that is that has magic, illusion-based magic. Other than that, you can't see any other magical presence on the Asgardian.
Okay, Rin will remember that about Lishi. Yeah, no, okay.
And Rune, you would like to cast Primeval Awareness?
And I messaged you the text of it.
Yeah. Okay. You cast Primeval Awareness, and you get the faint residue of celestial presence.
Like no longer present, but like
in the immediate vicinity, it's like there's a residue there.
Okay.
You do get a ping of the same sort of celestial presence within your mile radius.
Okay. Oh, my senses are tingling.
Holy rusty metal, Spider-Man.
Spider Hawkeye.
How do you?
And hold on, I'm gonna do a thing here.
That's not a confidence boost, Mitch. Roll dice.
I was not expecting to roll all that one. Rune, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, what am I saving from?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
No, what am I saving from?
You'll find
You
out.
don't know.
You done fucked up. You fucking with celestial beings. What do you think you're saving from? Celestial fucking being.
17.
You, in your head, you hear a very mischievous chuckle. And just, oh, naughty, naughty. You shouldn't be snooping around like that. And that's it.
Whoa. I'm gonna go ahead and ask if we could take a recess again. Would you mind if we took care of this fella for you? That way we don't have incidences that threaten you.
At which point, the War Master comes in. Well, the Asgardian did just kill a member of the council, which is, if I'm not mistaken, grounds for committing, well, starting a war. And as such, is punishable. At which point the Asgardian's eyes just go like,
Oh, I totally understand, but it seems that there's some extenuating circumstances here, as none of you can clearly state that that's exactly what happened, and we're suspicious of maybe some involvement from somewhere else.
Outside interference.
There's the expression I was looking for. Thank you.
I'll say to the War Master, like, there's no need for more murder. There's no need for more killing. If there's anything, strip him of his title and throw him in prison. Let him work his time. There's no need for more death.
I absolutely agree with you there, Rin. This doesn't really feel like one death for thousands of deaths.
I'll also
Vince.
say I'll also say as well that I don't.
In the
I
background,
would.
just
Yeah.
insight check the fuck out of all of them.
What before that? What's the emissary's AC real quick?
Are you still looking to punch him in the nose?
okay, I will get to all of you in just a moment.
Punch.
Rin, I need you to make a persuasion check with advantage because Rin was helping you out.
Okey-dokes.
And Lethe, who are you inciting?
The members of the council.
Wait, what am I doing? Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Lethe vibe checking everyone right now.
I don't trust this situation.
Oh, cocked.
Yeah,
What?
go ahead and make an insight check.
Do you play with that ocarina? I see you.
Natural 20 plus 2.
Nice. I'll get to you in just a moment. Lethe?
11.
11.
Yeah, I rolled really low.
And
Would you have
Bragg-
it as we're talking and like distracting everyone who's in the council?
what was that, Rin?
Oh, I'm just saying, because we were in, like, sort of like, hey, y'all, everybody, we're talking over here. Like, does she get advantage because like they're focusing in Rin rather than her?
No, I wouldn't say it's a complete distraction, so no. Bragg, do you wish to throw hands?
It's just a quick punch. That's all it is.
Go ahead and roll an attack for an unarmed strike.
One hand. That's it.
I already rolled in advance. It's an 18.
Oh, what's,
You did it.
what's your damage total? Like, what's the damage?
It's just 4. It's just 4 damage.
You also. So I'll get to you. So Rin, upon hearing that, the War Master kind of looks to Ivan, looks to you. That is a wise decision. I do apologize. This was not on my to-do list for today, so I apologize for acting brashly.
Oh yeah, we were all blindsided there.
I don't think this was on any of our to-do lists. If I'm honest with you, I don't think he was in the right frame of mind. I'm going off instinct here. I'm not trying to do what Rune said this off, or what happened to Rune. I'm going off instinct.
Very well.
Does Rune see Bragdovir punch?
You see Bragg just slowly inching towards him.
Oh no, he's already in front of him because he was staring him down earlier.
All you see doing is Bragg just staring down this motherfucker for now. Letha, your insight. Everyone's generally just absolutely disheveled and just internally asking what the fuck is going on. Like,
Attracted by the fact that Bragdovir is about to punch somebody right in front of me.
Oh no, there's a reason. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why Mitch is postponing that so long, and it has to do with gods. It has to do with gods. It for sure has to do with some gods bullshit.
Bragg, you clock this motherfucker.
Excuse me, trying to stop a war.
I would like to think that it's timed right when we're like, we'll keep him safe. Punch.
We'll keep him safe. Crack.
Damn it, Bragg.
And he kind of like he rears his head out. You swear that was a tooth just coming out.
Letha 100% really does just like slap Bragdovir a couple times on the arm, going, "We're trying to stop a war."
Bragg is still just staring him down after the punch, just dead eye contact.
I go hang out with Ygritte.
Oh,
dwarves.
Oh, Thor.
Bragg leans in and he's like, "I'm sorry, what was that?"
Thor's bones.
Nothing.
That's right. If it weren't for us dwarves, yes, Guardians wouldn't have shit for weapons now, would you?
He says nothing. He is so butthurt right now. He is doing that silent butthurt treatment.
Good.
Ygritte. Ygritte, you're still by the body.
I've been playing with my ocarina this whole time.
I called you out on it before.
You're fine, hon. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I just saw you doing this and I was like, ocarina.
Ygritte, a couple of clerics come by you as you're still by the body, and they kind of look to you. Is there anything?
She's gone.
Luckily became a pair.
Perhaps there's still some time. I'm not sure how long she's been laying here.
Get the diamond. And they rush into this chest of components and they pull out this glorious, flawless diamond. Hold on. Grande, we will need your assistance. Grande kind of like patiently walks over and takes the diamond, and you see this happening. As soon as both hands clasp the diamond, a golden white energy starts to emanate from it. The energy is reflected in Grundir's holy symbol, which is three horns. You wouldn't know who this resembles off the top of your head, but you are willing to. But you're more than welcome to roll a religion check to see if maybe it's some information at the back of your mind.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Is that a laugh because it's a good roll or a laugh because it was really dumb? Okay, that's going to dice jail. Put that in dice jail right now.
All of my dice belong in dice jail, honestly.
You look at the symbol. It's very pretty.
She lived in the woods. She doesn't know really anything about gods and shit.
The energy from the holy symbol coalesces from the chest to the arms, more into the diamond, and the diamond disintegrates, spreading over the body. I need to make some rolls here.
God, watch this woman just stay dead, and I'm sitting there watching this.
The divine energy spreads throughout the body, and you begin to see the wound seal up slowly, ever so slowly, and it closes. And the energy dissipates, filling into her body and just fading. A moment passes, and suddenly,
Who's just done that? Grondir, you say, is it?
Grondir and two clerics.
Okay, can I walk up to Grondir and say, may I? And
Okay. Grondir will look to you. Yes, that ritual takes a lot out of me. By all means, hey.
2d4 plus 8 healing word at second level.
Okie dokie. Do you have any healing spells that you're more than welcome to assist as well?
Yeah, that's what I was going
to.
Oh, sorry.
Ygritte doesn't have healing shit. She's not one of those rangers, sorry.
No, it's okay. That's why I wanted to ask.
That's 11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Your own divine energy spreads out through the body, and she looks to you. Thank you. Like there is this look of genuine compassion and thankfulness in her eyes.
He did all the tough work. I just assisted.
She puts her hand on your shoulder. Any help is help. Thank you. And she'll take your hand. And let's go. There is a seed there.
Yay. Just a standard seed, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I look at her with this complete adoration and just smile, get up, and go stand next to Rune, kind of like puffing and panting, as if it's taking a toll.
And at this point, Grayan gets up, sees the Asgardian. I'm gonna need to make an impulse roll for her. She backhands the fuck out of this bitch.
Oh, this poor fucker, he's not gonna have a face left, is he, man?
Straight up.
More violence. Lovely.
Leafy.
Do you say that out loud, Leafy?
Oh, as soon when Bragdavir hit him, I smacked Bragdavir a couple times, went to go hang out with Ygritte, and I turned around to see that, and I'm like, lovely.
She turns to you. I think I kind of deserve that. Don't you agree?
I'm not disagreeing at all, darling. I just think that we've beat the shit out of a man tied to a chair. I'm gonna turn to Ygritte and just like change immediately, like, I'm done with this conversation, be like, you're fast. You know that, right?
Wait, hold on. Did I miss the lady who just came back to life slapping the? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I came over and rested on you, like puffing and panting because I'm out of breath.
Oh,
But yeah.
Yeah. And I just decided to comment on how fast Ygritte is because I'm tired of looking at the violence.
Onyx kind of like getting like one of those like giant plush animals that you can just kind of like lean into while moving alive.
Judging by how you're moving, just Ygritte, just visibly uncomfortable by closeness.
Yes, I guess I am kind of fast.
Very impressive.
Thank you. You're leaning a little too close to me.
You're not used to people, are you?
No.
Bragdavir kind of pipes up. We've established that already.
Don't worry, I'll fix that. Don't
My
worry.
bad.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Oh no.
Leafy's idea of losing the shyness to people. Just leave her alone with me for one night. Just no.
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 Not everything can be solved with a fucking.
Echolalia at its finest.
No thanks. I choose life.
I love that both Bragdavir and Ygritte go, no thanks.
Oh. In that moment, I feel like both Bragg and Ygritte would like at the same time just no thanks.
No. Nope. Right. That's fine. Okay. At this point, the War Master goes up to the Asgardian. Ivan, you are stripped from your title and here sent to the lowest prison cell possible for the remainder of your days. Odin forsake you. And she kind of smacks the tip of the sword on the floor. Two guards come in, untie him, pick him up, and waltz him off to who knows where.
Saved a life.
And then they shank him. No.
No.
Gets outside the room.
Fucking Ides of March this shit. Yeah. And at that point, we'll call it a break here. So we will have a 15-minute break, so people can get rehydrated, get some snacks and such. So I'm gonna run a quick ad break, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Don't go away. All right.
It's fucking Loki.
Honestly, when I punched the Asgardian, I was expecting like Bragg to just get a vision of like either Odin or some god of Asgard just fucking looking at him like, do it again, I dare you.
The thing is, Bragg would have done it again.
Out of spite.
I'm glad I at least got to try using that ability.
Yeah. Well,
and it's just straight up and like, I mean, yeah. Either way, because it's also like just intimidating what she's saying.
Yeah, no, like if it would have just been like asking him very politely to cooperate, then it would, if he had just saved, he would just been like, yeah, fair enough. But the fact that what you it's the context in which you said, I was like, yeah, no, definitely an intimidation check. Posture check.
Lethe eventually just needs to like have Bragvadir there for interrogations. Because yes, they're persuasive, but they're lacking the actual scary, blade to throat aspect.
There's this, so I don't know if this is actually something that she gets as the type of bard that she is, and she has to talk to them one-on-one for it to invoke a wisdom save.
Ah, right, okay.
So that's why she's like, please leave.
So
I talk to them for 1 minute and then they have to make a wisdom save, and if they fail, they are either terrified of me or an object of my choice. So I could have made them terrified of me or of Bragvadir.
Exactly.
Or the table.
Wait, hold on. Is there a specific
Or
distance?
anybody.
Is there a specific distance that we need to be in order for it to activate? Or you literally have to be 100% alone?
Let me double check.
If that's the case, like yeah, sorry,
once for short rest, you speak to a humanoid for 1 minute and cause it to become frightened of you or another creature of your choice. If it fails a wisdom saving throw for 1 hour or until its allies are attacked or damaged, it becomes terrified. If the target succeeds, it is not aware that you use this ability. So it doesn't say anything about distance. So basically, as long as they can hear me and everyone else is away, we're fine.
Well, it doesn't state that you have to be alone.
Yeah, well, it does. It says you can speak to a humanoid alone. So basically, like, I can bring someone off to the corner of a room and be like, "Listen, asshole."
Just those words exactly. Just listen, asshole.
listen here, cunt.
So basically, a bard is just vicious wordplay.
Yeah, 100%. Bards are the storytellers. They're the songwriters. They're the ones you don't want to fuck with. There are so many spells that are just like, my words cause you physical pain.
They are also the accountant.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I'm an accountant.
I'm an accountant. Yeah, no. So, Ty, Sam plays a bard in campaign 1, and Sam insulted something to death multiple. Like he.
I was thinking, who the fuck is Sam, Mitch? Yeah, never mind. yeah, I got it.
Like Sam's character Scanlan, on multiple occasions, insulted something to death.
Vicious mockery. I cannot wait until it's on my spell list. So excited.
I swear, if Lethe's gonna mock penis size, I'm done. Like, just be like,
she mocks Odin to death.
Well, one of the spells that I have now is Tasha's Hideous Laughter, where basically I tell a pun so bad that you physically cannot move. Like, you fall over laughing, prone, unable to control yourself. I love that spell.
Yeah. But I'm sorry if today's session's been a bit weird.
It's like a murder mystery. I love it.
Well, it's more the case of I'm coming down from a migraine that I've had all day, so my brain is just.
I think most of us are kind of in like a lackadaisical place.
I didn't sleep at all last night, and I managed to get like 3 hours today, and I'm still just like, what time of year am I in? Like literally that string of words. I don't know where I am.
What reality is this?
I've been falling, but why did my head go there? Fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck you and the asshole you fucking came out of. Look, Paige, my vocab is eclectic. Are you really surprised? Is everyone enjoying the session so far, though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy too because I found my Yggdrasil pendant
Oh,
the
that's
other
pretty.
day. So I was
Ooh.
actually able to wear it, and I wore it to Easter too because why not?
Sorry.
No one noticed.
Oh, fuck you, Christians, for taking a holiday. Again. Sorry, had to though.
Place.
Love you, Hannah.
I mean, that's the reason those holiday dates were picked was because it was more a palatable change for pagans. They can accept it.
Everyone knows it's always easier to pick a date that already has a holiday instead of trying to start a holiday on a new date.
And telling them that the holidays they were already celebrating were illegal.
Mm.
That have been there for hundreds and thousands of years before that even showed up.
Well, there was a point. The Puritans that sailed to America banned Christmas.
You try and ban Christmas from me, I'll throw you in a volcano.
I will say I am very happy that Easter's over, but not for the reason that most people are. I'm happy that I don't have to look at my friends taking pictures of their children with Easter bunnies anymore, because that shit's got to stop.
That.
I don't
Also,
like
carry on.
No, that's it. Like
Oh.
I honestly, I worked in education for years, and then that one of the last couple of years, they'd have an Easter bunny show up at the school, and they're like, "You can take care of it." I was like, "No, I will fucking not. I will be in the corner with my children crying behind the fake tree because I don't like it either."
Like over here, I don't know. I'm not culturally included with America, okay, I will say, or Canada even. But over here, we exchange chocolate eggs to each other,
Okay.
and like, I don't know why. Like sometimes some families go way beyond, and they treat it like a second Christmas with like gifts galore, and it's just like that's not really the yeah.
If someone's giving you gifts, don't stop that. Be like, oh,
No, of course not. But also at the same time, it's like I see
Well,
pictures online of like the stack of gifts people have had for Easter, and it's like second Christmas all over again.
I mean, in the US, we kind of do the same thing with Easter baskets.
Yeah.
Like they
Mhm.
sell like Easter baskets that have Barbie dolls or like toys or even like art supply baskets and stuff. It's fucking insane.
I feel like since I was a kid, because we do Easter baskets, like Paige had said,
Mhm.
when I was growing up. And I feel like there's a huge difference between like the ones that we got when we were kids versus what kids are getting now.
Oh yeah.
My Easter basket was like one movie, some candy, some Tic Tacs, and that was about it. And now I see like the ones that kids, like their parents are like taking these pictures and they've monogrammed the buckets, and there's like an iPhone, and I'm like, why though?
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
That's where I think we've gone to. Like, it's just changed so much, even though it's only
You
been
can thank
30 years.
Pinterest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's become a lot. But speaking of chocolate eggs, my mother got me. My parents are I'm not. My parents are Christian. I am atheist. And my mom made me some chocolate eggs.
Nice.
Oh shit, I forgot I had some peeps I still need to decapitate.
I don't like marshmallow.
I just heard decapitate and got concerned.
I have some peeps I still need to decapitate.
This year.
Welcome to my stream where people can talk about decapitation and no one's concerned.
yep, we're all fine with it.
Yep. Give no fucks.
I mean, I play war-based games quite a lot, so you know, a bullet to the head, Nothing. It's fine.
People put
It-
people
it-
or in the microwave, so I feel like decapitating them is like it's a mercy killing.
but as soon as like you play a video game and there's a dog and the dog gets hurt,
Oh,
all
I
hell
am
breaks loose.
ready to not only throw hands, I'm ready to throw multiple explosives because you do not hurt my doggy. I will make sure there's nothing left of you. Just don't let Rin see an animal get hurt, because that will be the tipping point of no return.
Good to know.
Alright.
I'm not that evil. I am not
I was
that
gonna
evil.
say,
Leave Onyx alone.
Oh, I wouldn't. No, don't. Mm.
Rin will reach his hand like through the story and strangle you. You just see this like light blue hand, ethereal, just come out of nowhere. And...
Fucking Big B's hand comes up and just crush.
A box that has a hand that just pops out and slaps you. Oh, I got something from Brian. Cool. Oh, I'll fight.
I deserve that. I deserve that.
Dude. Are we all ready?
I can't eat another pizza. I'm so full.
Oh, if you ever roll your R's like that again, I will stab you in your jugular.
Just don't open any boxes from me or Nate. Just for like a month or two.
Sure. Bard?
Actually, can I should have gone. Just
You
go.
good?
Carry on. I need a wee.
Bard, you good? Okay.
About to say he means Nate Bard, not the party's Bard.
No. There's Bard and then there's Ho.
Look. I'm not even gonna argue you.
Why would you argue? You know I'm right.
No, you're right. That's the problem.
He's like, I don't need you to call me out like that. I'm not
You're accountant.
as an accountant.
I work in a place where accountants work.
So, back in the council chambers, the Midgardian Council kind of all look at each other, and they take to sitting down at the table and gesturing to all of you to do the same if you wish.
Can I go with the guards down to the cell?
Sure, if you want.
Okay.
So that pause was me quickly thinking of what to do.
Oh no, that's okay. I don't have too much roleplay. I want to make
Okay.
sure that it's there safely and.
Okay then. So, I guess Tyler's back. The Midgardian Council is sitting down at the table again, and they all gesture you to join them sitting down. Would you all like to sit down?
Yeah. Who's the head of the table? Like, who's the head? Who's the one like in charge of all this? Or are they all equal?
They're all equal. Like the unofficial head of the council would have been the Asgardian emissary, but obviously, poof.
Can I
So-
stand in front of all of them?
There's this. So at the head of the table here, you've got the council members here. Like you can kind of stand here, like right next to them. Sure.
I just want to apologize to all of them for my actions. I don't get angry like that a lot, and any punishments you see fit for my actions, I will take, and then I'll go and sit back down.
They kind of all look at each other, and the the master of trade, Hunya. Oh, the way I see it, you didn't hit a member of the council. And so I don't see any reason to punish. Well, I don't, but I don't believe my colleagues also see any reason for punishment. And they all kind of look at each other, shaking their head.
I bow my head, as if to say, like I acknowledge.
The mistress of coin kind of claps her hands, and a servant comes in. And she kind of leans into her ear and whispers, "Does anyone here read lips?"
I have a passive perception of 17, if that means anything.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Hold on.
Lips is granted. Lips isn't a language one can learn, but
No.
Yeah.
with his monk training of
No.
having to notice like minute movements, he might be able to.
No, that
Not yet. It's part of the observant feat that I was going to take, but then I had to switch it to linguist because of her backstory.
yeah. So reading the lips is more akin to a feat. However, what are all of yours passive perception? Bruno?
$16.
Okay. Ren, you said 17?
17.
Rune, what's your passive? Let's get back to him. Lethe?
14.
14. Bragg?
13.
13. Egret?
15.
Rune, what's your passive perception?
It's
Oh my god, Bobby.
18. But am I back already? I thought I was going down to.
Oh no, yeah, you're going down. Never mind.
Yeah.
Boing. Okay. Rin is the only one who can hear this. Get the get the nice bottle. And the servant goes. And about 5 minutes later of this awkward silence, because some of the council members some of them were just speechless at what had transpired. And after the 5 minute silence, the servant comes back holding this very, very nice large bottle of brown liquid with leather wrapped around the stem and interwoven on the bulbous base, and a tray of glasses. And the Asgardian, the rest of the Asgardian Council looked at the Mistress Graham. Really? Now? She kind of looks at everyone. I died. Allow me to have this, if you please. And the servant puts a glass in front of the council members, in front of all of you, and starts to pour. And the Mistress Gren raises a glass. The council is in your debt. We, if you hadn't have been here, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Well,
Consider yourself true heroes of Soulshire and Midgard.
well, be glad you summoned us.
Uh,
I make sure she drinks first before I take any.
Mistress of Coin just go down the.
Slide mine over to Bragg. All my alcohol from now on just goes to Bragg.
He's not complaining.
I'm sitting next to Ygritte. Do I see this hesitation that she has?
You Ygritte, this is unlike anything you've ever had before. This is basically brandy. This is, it's got a nice burn, but at the very end of it,
Did you say burn? I've got a nice burn right here.
it's basically like taking that. Yes.
Okay, one second. If y'all want to see Eggert's reaction. This is my homemade fire whiskey right here. Woo! It still has a kick. It still has to kick after like 5 or 6 months.
Hold up.
If y'all want Bragvadier's reaction, hold on. I'll give you fucking Bragvadier's. Real quick, just pour me out a good one.
Is Rin the only one who's teetotal?
Seems it.
As a reference, yes, it's not brandy, but I am using Irish whiskey, so fucking close enough.
How dare you?
I basically have bourbon mixed with cinnamon sticks and red pepper flakes. This is my fire whiskey.
Brag in this moment, he just. And he looks to Kieran like, you're missing out, lad.
And this is like, for anyone who does know the alcohol, this is whiskey. No, this is brandy. Sorry, Brad, you fucked me up. This is brandy straight from the barrels of the Asgardian cellar. This is the good shit. And she all looks at you. Well, I don't know what came over him, and what did he say? Like, what happened?
He said he blacked out. He didn't know what he was doing.
Can anyone vouch for this? Like, do you believe him?
Well, I'm not normally one to take something at face value, but yes, I do.
Me too.
And looks to the council and does anybody remember anything? And they all kind of like, well, yeah, they all have that moment of, wait. I can't think of it. I kind of blacked out too. It happened all so fast. They all kind of agree. And even Ragnar kind of looks and just shrugs his shoulders. You get the feeling that none of them remember exactly what transpired because it seems all of them had blacked out.
I might be able to fill in a small bit of the blank. Or at least an idea of what might have happened.
Are you going to relay your vision to them?
Yes, that we're all standing at the table. A golden shaded figure stepped away from the table. And then as they stepped back towards the table, it seemed the people were clashed. Some either one person or many people were clashing with him. And then since no one can remember making the first move, that's when the vision ends of the people coming to conflict.
They kind of all look at each other. Nothing rings a bell. I mean, we will get to the bottom of this, and Grayan looks towards Shaman Almiran. Have some Arcanists scour the entire council citadel for anything. There could be some outside disturbance, but we need to make sure. And Shaman Almiran looks at all of them. I'll get right on it first thing tomorrow morning. As for you all, we thank you. We will question Avon, and we will let you know if we need any more assistance, and we'll let you know if anything that develops. But for now, you're free to do as you please. And all the council members stand up. And then we're going to go over to Rune and Onyx. Rune. Brian, you better get your ass back here soon.
He's not at the computer at the moment. He says BRB.
Okay.
He and I were messaging, and he just happened to go, also, I'm AFK if they ask.
Alrighty then. Well, back to you guys then. You guys are followed when you'll leave by everyone, and they gesture very politely towards the door. They open the door for you. They've been very, very courteous and polite. You all make it down the stairs. Outside, you all have noticed that Rune isn't about. What would you like to do in response to the Catman's disappearance?
I looked at the group. Did Rune say where he was going?
None of you recall.
I try and call for Onyx.
Okay. Roll me animal handling.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so this is +4. Ah, fuck you. 7.
Oof. You try to whistle, and all that comes out is, damn it, I knew how to do this. Shit. All right, one more time. Ah. Just can't seem to get the whistle right.
Fuck you, Dice. You're brand new as well. Why?
Did you go through the brand new dice procedure?
I don't know what that is.
Salt the bastards.
No, I didn't.
Give them buffer rolls, and then at night you sleep with the dice. Yes, I said sleep with the dice.
And I do mean in a biblical sense. No, so yeah, can't seem to get a hold of Onyx. However, I would say you guys all know that if he comes back and you're not around, it's likely you guys are just going to meet at the tavern.
Yeah.
So as you guys make your way towards the tavern, there is a lot of people see you all come out, and they're all looking at you like very curiously as to why this motley crew is coming out of the Midgardian Council chambers. Not saying anything, just kind of looking at you all very curiously. Especially the fact that there's a Jotnar in there as well.
He'll just flash him a grin. He's kind of used to getting the stares here. It's like, I've been in this town for a couple of weeks now, and people are still staring at me like I have my head on backwards. Granted, I'm bald, so from far away, the tattoos on the markings on my head could look like a face.
And as you guys pass the market, you guys see a familiar face at the herbalist store. You see Amaris there.
Ah,
Oh.
Well, now.
Egret, you also recognize this Vanir as well. You recognize that this was the Vanir that left the group as you found them. And you're kind of looking around, talking to the person at the herbalist. And looks at you guys. Well, hello. And how are you all doing?
Darling.
Sweetheart. Pleasure to see you again. She looks at you, Egret. Are you rolling with this lot now as well? I'll roll that. I can hear you.
Yes, I am.
Well, darling, you're going to have a lot of fun. And she puts out her hand to you. You recognize this way of greeting, the handshake. Sorry. Well, my name is Amaris. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Egret.
So you guys lose a Vanir and gain another one. How very fitting.
Yes, this poor little one is stuck with us, unfortunately. I think she'll do just fine.
she's really fast.
She's really fast.
Is that so? Amaris kind of not leans in like face to face, but just leans in a little bit. I promise you, darling, they're going to take very good care of you.
It's uncanny how you've captured Chris's essence.
I know my wife well. But then she goes, or you'll take care of them. Either way, it's going to be a fun time.
Very weird definition of fun.
Yes. But that is a very good point. However, there is no true definition of fun, really. All down to a matter of opinion.
Egret just kind of blinks at her. Sorry, she doesn't talk a lot.
No.
You're
It's
doing
fine.
wonderful, dear.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. I just want to check something. Because I still have access to a character sheet, thankfully. It doesn't help when you roll off the floor, you. She kind of gives Egret a quick up and down glance. Which part of Vanaheim do you come from?
The Ironwood.
I didn't know there was a settlement there.
It was just me living there. I live with no one else.
Oh. So I take it you're not really used to cities or people at all.
No.
Well, all the same, these lot will take care of you. That I promise.
Cheers,
And-
nuts.
And she turns to the herbalist. Tommy, do you have any she whispers into the herbalist ear, and the herbalist goes, actually, you know what, dear, I think I do. She goes under the counter and she gets out a ceramic pot with a small sapling. And Morris hands the sapling to you. This is an ironwood sapling, and I thought it would be nice for you to plant somewhere and have a memento of home away from home.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's just staring, just kind of like holding the pot, like, I have a tree now. Mark a whole ass tree in my inventory.
You have a little sapling.
So fun.
And then Amaris turns to you, Leafy. So, what were you doing in the council chambers, my dear?
Oh, you know how it is. Endless negotiation, attempted murder, conspiracies, and such.
And I missed out on all the fun.
Of course, apparently, at least.
Well, still, I have plenty of fun here. And she kind of gives a quick glance to the herbalist.
Fun can be found anywhere if you're looking close enough.
Oh, indeed. Well, I won't keep you all too much. Speaking of being stuck with someone, this one has kind of taken a liking to my company, so
Savage.
I will see you all soon, I hope.
Certainly, darling.
And Amaris looks to you, Bragg. Oh, Bradford dear.
Bragbadir.
Bragg.
Sorry. Brain really is zoning out tonight. I apologize.
You're good. So Amaris looks to you, Bragg. I have something for you, my dear. And she pulls out a patch, like a pretty decent sized pouch of herbs for that thing.
Great. Takes the pouch and just reaches into his bag, puts it in there. Thank you. Once again,
We don't want any accidental friendly fire, do we?
I don't think it'll get to that point. That requires a different kind of metal.
Still, always best to be prepared.
Fair.
So basically, you have a pouch of I will homebrew this.
Okay.
A pouch of herbs that has 5 charges, and each charge delays your thing for 5 days.
Nice.
So yeah. Right now, now that Brian is here, we're gonna go to him. So Rune, you are following the guards into the cells, and the cells go pretty deep underground underneath the council building. Like, are you following directly behind or kind of just trailing?
Yeah, and I'll try to engage in a conversation with I forget his name, I'm sorry.
Ivan.
Ivan. So hey, I think we're not done with this just yet here. Hopefully you won't be stuck in this place forever.
And what, pray tell, makes you think that I'm not going to be stuck down here for the rest of my life?
Ooh, just a hunch, I think. But of course, you know, just in case.
Roll a deception check.
Deception? That's my worst skill. 19 on the die, though, which is a 19.
He has to roll his insight now. He kind of turns his head, looks back at you. A hunch, eh? Well, you must be sure that hunch is correct.
Oh, well, you know, it's just really tough because there was an actual body there. But it doesn't seem like anyone knows exactly what was going on there. So we'll see. In the meantime, go ahead and just keep an eye on yourself there. You know, keep yourself in check. Don't let your temper get too heated again.
I will, I'll do my best while in the prison cell. I'll have plenty of me time. And there, he kind of looks back, and there's a lull in silence. And then he turns back to you. Don't go meddling into things you shouldn't snoop into.
Wait, he says that to me?
Mm-hmm.
Out loud in front of the guards?
Mm-hmm. But the guards pay no notice.
Can I insight to see if it's like closer to the voice that I heard earlier, or if it's like
you don't need to make a roll. It is exactly like the voice you heard. And then he turns back. But looks at you again. Why do you have that look on your face?
Oh, what did you just say? Verbatim.
I didn't say anything.
Boy, guards there. You heard him say something, didn't you? You don't have to repeat what it was.
You two were talking, then there was a lull in silence, and now you're talking again. Like, do you need to see a cleric?
Oh, don't worry, I have one waiting for me up at the market.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was too cute.
Real quick, can I insight that, like, just without rolling, did they not hear what I heard?
It seems that no, from the look, they generally didn't hear what you heard.
Okay.
And from what you can tell, Ivan has no recollection of saying anything else to you.
Yep. That's what I thought. Oh, wow, we're really deep here in the dungeon. Hope there aren't gelatinous cubes lying around.
I was in a gelatinous cube in Midgard for 85 years.
Oh, I run into them on occasion in the forest near where I live, but that's way away from the city.
Well, you haven't reported it?
Oh, we don't want to bother you none. We're able to take care of them.
You know you're supposed to report stuff like that.
Oh, well, I'll write my father a letter, and in 2 to 7 business weeks, he'll get back to you. Like I said, I live over here, and it's quite a hike to get out there.
Just send him a letter and make sure he reports it.
Oh, I sure will. Thank you guys for your service also.
Are you still following them down?
Yeah, I want to see him go into the cell so I know where he is. And even if I can't get access by myself, I would like to just generally make sure that he gets there in one piece.
Okay. For another about 10 minutes, there is a separate cell block you can tell reserved for not very nice people. And they throw him into one of the cells, very rudimentary, wooden bed, sheet cover, very thin pillow, a bucket, and that's it.
Oh, if only Tafiri were here. Go ahead and deck this place out for you.
The goblin child. I know she's a halfling, but she's a goblin-brained halfling child.
I love her so much.
Oh my god, if Leafy and Tahiri ever met, oh
my god, that would be amazing.
That's just chaos incarnate.
Anyone ever imagine what it would be like if your D&D characters created a party of their own? Because you throw Bryce into that mix and shit just gets really weird.
You throw Calypso into that, then things for
The difference is you get my D&D characters together, you're gonna go start a fucking crusade. You get Leafy's, you get Sarah's OCs together, they're gonna be reason we have to go on a crusade.
Possibly.
So just one last thing. Once they have him locked in and the gate shut, are they just standing there, or are they going back to where they?
They aren't standing by the cell itself, but they are staying away, and they're basically waiting for you to leave. Because
I'm gonna pass him 3 rations, which are clearly rations, and I'm gonna just in case they don't feed you too well down here.
The guards kind of look over to you, and then they look back at each other and just do nothing and let it happen.
Cool.
And Ivan takes him. Thank you. I don't want to be the bad guy. I was just doing what I was told.
Oh yeah, told by the The Asgardian Council, or
Well, they didn't want this position. They just told me go to Midgard, be the emissary. Perks are great. They didn't tell me I would be a puppet.
oh no, I don't think you're a puppet. I just think well, you know what? Puppet's probably a good good analogy there. Someone's pulling strings. That's all I'm gonna say for now. But you just hold tight there. Keep yourself safe and keep yourself out of trouble. Shouldn't be too hard.
In this cell, I put one tour out of line. They're gonna come down hard on me.
Tell you what, I'll try to come visit you tomorrow and as often as I'm able. And
At that point, the guards go. Visitation is only granted by the council. You're gonna have to go through them.
right, and where did we just come from?
You still need to go through them. Plus, he needs to have his due process before he can allow visitation.
Well, I'm glad the law works, at least hopefully the way it's supposed to there. Anyway, you take care of yourself and I'll see you soon. And he's gonna give a pointed look to the guards if they try to give him any sass. And if they don't get it, they're gonna get a pointed look from Onyx.
As you turn, he kind of says under his breath, fuck Asgard.
The Asgardian
Yeah.
says fuck Asgard.
Mm-hmm.
That's like in the movie I Heart Huckabees when the girl goes, "Fuckabees." Seen it, but okay. Runa's gonna keep himself composed, and he's just gonna like bow at the Asgardian, and
He's looking down on the floor now. He's not making eye contact at all.
Okay.
He is defeated.
yeah. I feel bad, but there's nothing else I can do for him. So I'm gonna go back up to the. I'll just go with the guards, and I'm sure they'll lead me. back to
Yeah. As you leave, the guards wait, and they're behind you.
Okay. So, what are one of these cells gonna run you? Like 10 gold a night, or?
They say nothing, but one of the guards go, "Oh, look at what you've done now. You've driven an Asgardian down to the path of the Argyll. You know what? It wasn't part of my plan, but you know what? I'm okay with this."
I'm definitely gonna have to go see a cleric. He's just gonna pat Onyx on the head and just shake his head. Daw said that there was stuff to see in the world. He wasn't kidding.
So you're led out of the cell block area. You're led to the main foyer outside. You gather that the rest of the party have probably gone to the tavern.
Okay.
And you head there.
Okay. If I see any of the council members, I'll just sort of polite gesture, and then I'll meet up with the.
You don't see any council members. You gather they're probably in very deep conversation about the whole thing that transpired. But yeah.
Hi there, hey there, hey there.
Everyone else who's at the tavern, you see Rune and Onyx come in. And Rune, is it fair to say that you have a look of confusion and just concern on your face from this stuff that had transpired.
Oh yeah, betcha, sure. He's gonna go straight to the bar and get a blackberry mead if he can.
Torin kind of goes, blackberry mead? This time of the day?
Or, maybe something stronger. It's been a day.
Well, all right. We have something new that came in from Muspelheim, apparently.
Sounds great.
He'll have a small glass and pull out this bottle. That's very. It looks like unkilned ceramic. But he pours it. It's this golden liquid. They call it rum, apparently. I don't mind it myself, but I try everything that I get new in stock, and you know what? It ain't bad.
Tell you what, go ahead and have a shot with me, and he puts 2 gold down.
Gets up a second glass, pours it. Old.
Oh,
woo! That'll put fire in your belly.
Oh yeah, that's a dragon in a glass there. I'll have another. And if he sees like anyone else in the party, he's just gonna be like, "How about a round for everyone who doesn't drink, the soft stuff?"
Hey, you know what? Take the bottle, and they'll only run you about make it 10 gold as a new product.
You're a gentleman. And he's gonna give him 12 gold just because.
It's that moral compass, isn't it?
Yeah. That goddamn American tipping culture.
You certainly aren't.
Laugh, but if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be able to eat.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
I hope you're not making 2 silver a day there.
Oh, trust me, laddie, I'm making enough.
Well, I'm happy to help out. And then he's gonna be like, "Oi!" to the group, and with like a stack of little glasses and the bottle.
So you guys all see this really shoddy, unkilned ceramic bottle. It's hardened, but it just looks really roughly made. And it's pouring out this golden liquid. Yeah.
I think as Rune is approaching the table, Lethe is still just like, just like, "You're seriously telling me haven't gone into any cities until recently at all?"
You cut out a bit there. You're saying that to Egret?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
She's been like bothering Egret like this whole time. She's like, "So you really haven't been to any cities before, like, now at all?
No.
You just lived in the woods?
Yes.
What is it even like?"
It's quiet sometimes.
I don't think I could stand that.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, she said, "Oh, I don't think I could have stood that."
Quiet is peaceful. Unlike the fucking helicopter flying over my apartment right now. Wait.
Peaceful.
Egret, quiet is peaceful. Helicopter. What was that?
That is. Sounds like a Blackhawk.
Oh, you got to get to the chopper there.
Growing up in the military, I can recognize helicopters by their sound.
Get to the chopper now!
Oh,
No!
you gotta get to the chopper there.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Ow.
No.
But yeah, she'll say, sometimes the quiet is peaceful.
So I have rum here if anyone wants some.
Ooh. Yum.
And he's gonna put a glass around everyone except for Rin doesn't drink, right?
No, Rin doesn't drink. But while he sees the merriment going on, he's holding like a little box, and he's gonna walk out in the street. But I'll get to that one too.
Right, Brag's gonna politely decline the rum. It's a personal preference. He doesn't like rum.
Oh, it's my first time trying it. It's really good.
I would say, Lethe, you've had rum before because your family deals with a lot.
We're
Brag?
running alcoholics.
Bragg. I don't think Bragg has ever been to Muspelheim. Only Jotunheim. Well, technically, you would have to gone through Muspelheim, but literally you've only passed through. So I would say you've never had rum before.
No, but he's probably had someone offer it to him, and he had a whiff of it, and was like, "No."
Nope.
A dwarf's nose is like the best way to dictate whether something's gonna be good or not. So he's like, "Not my kind."
Bruno. I would also say the same thing as Brad. You passed through Muspelheim, but not really stayed as much. If I remember your backstory correctly. So I don't believe you've ever tried rum before, but it's here in front of you now if you wish to try it.
I'll also put a glass before Egret too, and be like, "Oh, if you want to try some of this, it's pretty strong, but it's got a nice after effect."
So for anyone who is drinking, you drink. Basically, it's like having golden spiced rum neat.
Mm.
I'm sorry, it's better for me just to role play her expressions.
Well,
it's like that girl who drank kombucha for the first time. That's the expression.
Brittany Broski.
Yeah, Brittany Broski drinking kombucha for the first time.
That is definitely an experience.
But yeah, so you guys are free to roleplay as you wish. Rin, you wanted to go outside with your box?
Yes.
Okie dokie. You head outside. Whereabouts are you heading off to?
Is it quiet? Like, what time of day are we at?
You're approaching. I would say you're approaching noon, so it's starting to get a little bit busy.
Oh my god, it's only noon.
Right? Fuck, I thought it was far later than that.
Well, you guys went to the council around 8-9. So
that is
true. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're approaching about noon.
So I've got my wish box in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna wish for something simple. I don't know how it works.
Onyx has followed you.
Okay. Oh god, that's why I went outside. I didn't want it to be a huge thing. Okay. So I open it up and I just ask it for a bar of chocolate.
You get nothing.
Close it. Open it again. Bar of chocolate. How do you... Ugh. Just shove it back in my bag, go inside, and order a glass of apple juice.
You get the feeling, my dude, that you got swindled hardcore. Like it finally sets in. Like, wait, mother.
Fuck's sake. So I just have a box.
You just have a plain box.
Okay. There is one thing I want to do. I don't want to take up loads of time, that's all.
Oh, you're good.
I'm guessing we still have rooms upstairs.
Yeah.
I asked Leafy to join me upstairs in my room.
My, I wasn't expecting this turn. Certainly, darling, certainly.
And I like flirt back as well.
You guys.
Can I insight this? Because I don't know if I believe this.
Are you whispering this to Levy, or are you saying it out loud? This is all I want to know.
I gently whisper, like lean down, and is like, "Could you join me upstairs for a moment?"
Okay.
So
Or you
hers
got-
would be insight, mine would be deception, yeah?
Or persuasion. You don't have to say which one it is.
Like, okay, so you can either use persuasion or deception depending on what your ulterior motive is. But yeah, Leafy, roll insight.
Uh-oh.
Leafy thinking they about to get fucked.
23.
Oh,
I rolled a natural 19.
oh goddamn! She's gonna outroll me anyway because there's nothing. Just what do you say? Persuasion.
Persuasion or deception. Yeah, it's up to you.
Am I higher end? But they're the same. I'll do persuasion. Oh, fuck you. 12.
So yeah, what's Leafy reading from you?
From me,
Mm-hmm.
that I just have questions.
I'll follow. I'll pretend that I didn't see through it, and I'll follow.
Okay.
I can roll deception if you want me to.
Yeah, if you're actively pretending like you didn't see through, roll a deception.
15.
15. Ren, what's your passive insight?
My passive insight,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 16, but let me check. Come on. 17.
You get the sense that
I know something's up.
you get the sense that you know that
She's playing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still go ahead anyway, because I just want to see what she comes up with.
That's how we know that each other are lying.
Yeah, basically.
Which is like,
So
where's honey? Yes.
I'm like, oh honey, yes.
This is great.
Where the
So
fuck
all-
I believe you.
I don't believe you either.
all of you see Lethe and Rin go upstairs to one of the rooms.
Nobody saying anything.
I'd say as Bragg's reaching for his own flask in his bag and sees this, he's like,
Was minding his business. He was like,
And you just hear-
Let's find out about the other.
Rune is very much in rum and is just as soon as Onyx come back is just like petting Onyx, just like that captivated like rum is delicious kind of vibe.
He's just like, is no one going to question that?
Why bother?
Egret's just literally dissociating right now.
Just
AOL, she's holding a potted sapling. It's just the AOL dial-up sound going on in her head right now.
I just got here, guys. I question everything.
Oh, Egret, do you want some more rum there, or I can get you something else from the bar?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, I have that mead from when we went to the underground.
She will reach and wait, what?
From the underground bar.
Underground bar.
Oh yeah, remember we got all those bottles of yummy deliciousness. Oh shit, it automatically readjusted all of my
She reaches into her bag and pulls out that she has 4 bottles as well.
I'll be right back.
Okay, dokes.
He's just taking a swig from his flask and is like, alrighty then. And he's gonna sit up and just go outside for a little stroll.
Oh, be careful there.
So, Rin and Leafy, you both enter Rin's room. What do?
I'll open the door for Leafy to walk in.
So we
After you.
gotta turn around. Well, you went through all that effort to get me here.
As I close the door, I was like,
Lucy pulls a Bruce Almighty just.
how much do you value honesty?
That's a new one.
Precious commodity in short supply, and not always as helpful as we like to pretend. Why?
I'm going to be straight to the point. In all the time that I've known you, it may be just a couple of weeks, I've never once seen you take those rings off.
Well, one of them is one of the ones that we found in the graveyard.
And the other?
An old trinket.
Does it have any properties?
Is very shiny.
That is
make a
very
fucking-
true.
Make a fucking deception check.
Am I rolling against this for insight, or
For insight, yeah.
it's just a constant roll battle, this, isn't it?
And as long as she keeps lying, I'm gonna have a roll.
17. Not that great for me. 17 is actually low.
17,
Meets it, beats it.
18.
So you gather that while it is shiny, she's not telling you the whole truth.
Yeah, because of the detect magic from earlier. That's, yeah.
Mhm.
At this point, she's definitely just found somewhere to sit down and is acting as casually as she can.
Yeah, that's fine. So you say it's just shiny.
I didn't say it's just shiny. I said it's very shiny.
Wordplay. Can I? So with me knowing that it's an illusion ring, can I say that out loud?
Yeah. Because you saw that is that it is illusion
Yeah.
magic, you can.
Again, because Rin's the awkward little shit that he is. I know it's a ring of illusion.
Do you now?
I do indeed.
And do you know what the illusion might hold, if that is indeed what is happening?
Actually, hold that thought. Purely because I'm curious.
He's fucking Syriaing something.
Yep. Sending a message to one of us.
Yep. I'm guessing it was you.
It should have been.
It is. I hold on. I'm gonna listen to it.
God damn it.
Look, this is the Matthew. This is my version of Matt Mercer's whispers. Okay, it's the only way I can
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Clerics are pesky little fucks.
And bars are deceptive little shits. Rin.
Mhm.
Bit of a retcon. Not only did you see the magic of.
What have I done?
Just to clarify what I had said. I didn't know if it was clear.
So not only did you see the ring is illusion based, but you saw an active illusion on Lisa.
Yeah,
You don't know. You don't know what the illusion is. You just saw that there's an active illusion on her.
Yeah.
But now I need you to roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you all the way to hell. 8.
8. Okay. You look at her. All you see is just
Letty.
Lethe.
I'm not trying to do this to like make any distrust. Is she back or no?
Hold on.
Oh, she just sent you another message. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm still listening. I'm just also making sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you just see Lethe.
Okay. My next question for Lissy. It's a bit ballsy. If you aren't hiding anything, would you mind taking it off for me?
Darling, I've never said I wasn't hiding anything.
No, you didn't. But it had put my mind not at ease, but It'd help.
She's gonna stand up and walk over to him a little bit, and then go, Rin, darling.
I'll step in, Lethe.
Some illusions are to keep people safe.
Kind of feel bad now. Goddamn. Um, I'll step back and completely forthright. It's not that I'm afraid of you. It's just that not seeing the person behind the face worries me.
Okay. And you'll keep your mouth shut.
Have I said anything or proven otherwise?
She'll take off the ring.
As you see Lethe take off the ring, you see her form shift from this half elf into
Wait, hold on. Do you want to tell all of us, or do you want it to be a mystery?
Fair point. I leave it to you, Mitch.
We're right on the precipice. We're right on the precipice, and I want.
actually, okay, you know what? Wait, that's interesting.
Oh, he's gonna get us in a video call with the two of us.
Sorry, guys. I like a little bit of mystery.
We're all getting put in timeout, aren't we?
I think he's just voice messaging it.
I'm like, I want to know, but I don't want to know, but I want to know, but I want to know. I want to find out is what I want.
What was that?
I'm on mute and I'm basically saying you can't hear me, yeah?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Interesting turn of events.
Mm,
I wasn't expecting this.
no, neither was I.
Y'all keep me on my toes.
Rin hugs Lethe.
Oh.
Yeah, Rin will hug Lethe. Sorry, he'll say, sorry if this seemed like an attack, but I honestly meant no ill will, and your secret's safe with me. And to prove that, in his way, he'll give Lethe a seed.
Take it. Let's get it for a little bit. Well, I appreciate you offering to keep it a secret.
I
Maybe
don't
I'll-
know.
Maybe I'll tell you more someday.
I don't know what I can do. I don't know how to prove it. But I want you to know that it's safe. I promise.
Can I insight check?
If you'd like.
She just would. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
11. Dice is back and forth today.
As far as you know, Rin is being sincere and honest.
I'll hug her again.
Well,
If she accepts.
yeah, she will. She's still kind of like sizing you up continuously before she puts the ring back on and gives it a little twist and goes back to the illusory sense that you're used to seeing.
You're pretty either way. I hope you know that.
Well, I certainly appreciate it. Not many people from my area tend to stray far.
I won't ask why. Probably don't want to know why.
Hmm.
But sure.
Merci, Rin. I really appreciate it.
Merci.
She shifted her she's actually so she just adds that as a word in her native language. It's just what I've been using
Mhm.
in my head. And she switched over to her actual natural accent.
Okay. Next drink's on me.
Oh, I won't say no to that.
Do you guys venture back down to the bar?
Yeah.
You guys venture back down to the bar, and all of you see them come back down. No
as
different.
Rin walks through the door, you'll go, woo! Yeah.
Yeah, you all witness that.
Sorry, Sarah.
Oh, where'd you two get off to there?
Oh, honey. I never tell.
Oh, Leafy. You're such a lady.
Always.
He's gonna pass you the bottle of rum.
She'll pour herself another glass and then see as the night goes on if she can get people singing and dancing and having fun.
Afternoon. It is only noon.
So, so yeah,
It's
I
deep.
would say because the DM just has no fucking clue what else to do. The afternoon goes on into the night. The crowd comes back, because they're expecting Lethe to play again, even though it wasn't exactly her night. But they were like, but they came in. They're like, we want Lethe. We want Lethe. Do you please the crowd?
Very much so.
I'll be there with her with my lute as well.
Both of you make a performance check.
I'm afraid of my dice.
I'm afraid of this
I
performance, yeah.
would- Performance? 20,
24. What now?
26.
Okay, 21.
Hey! So, all of you see Lethe and Rin get up onto the makeshift stage. They start slow.
Oh, Rin doesn't want to take a limelight. He'll sit off to the side and play.
Yeah, right. She tends to walk around and get people involved anyway.
So, Liffy, are you back to the violin?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
In singing.
They both start with slow melody, then back to like the gradual foot stomping. Egret, you actually recognize through the night. You actually recognize some of the songs that Leafy plays because in the nights of Vanaheim, it is eerily quiet. So in the not too far off villages and towns by the Ironwood, you've heard bunch of festivals, laughter, cheers. Some of the songs that you heard over the distance, Leafy plays, and it's a catchy tune. You know, it's a good foot stomper, gets the crowd lively, quite enjoyable. I had a thing, but brain went again.
Familiar song.
And that brain flatulence.
Oh yes, the dreaded brain flatulence. It is at this point. Just very quickly though, Bragg, on your stroll, on your way back to the tavern, you hear the music pick up again. And you enjoyed it the first time. And your current emotional state fades. And you start to relax. It's it's not an instant, it's just there's music. You can try and calm down. You can try and calm down. Kind of psyching yourself into it. And at the end of the night, oh, I've been typed a message. Hold, please. Okay. But for the most part, the night is enjoyable, but there's still that lingering feeling that you had on your stroll. But it's not as strong as it normally would be. And with that, the night comes to a close. And Leafy, you are tipped 75 gold. It was a good night.
75, you said?
75.
Okay.
Rin, you're tipped 50.
Hey.
They are accountants.
As an accountant.
At this point, the night comes to a close. You
Long
all
rest.
We'll get to that.
Sorry.
You all head to your respective rooms. Egret, you're wondering, like, but I don't need a room, I can go to the forest.
Mm-hmm.
You head to the forest.
Mm-hmm.
The night sky is brighter than it ever has been since you've been here. And it's very relaxing. Reminds you of home. Bragg, I'm gonna need you to roll a d20 for me, please.
Ah, shit. Here we go. Anything in particular? Just raw d20.
Just plain D20 and tell me the number.
That's a 9.
9.
9.
Just making a note here.
You.
Rune. You don't know why, but Onyx is especially cuddly today. Very much cuddles up on your chest as you try to sleep.
Did you get into some of this rum?
You drunken.
You furry.
The thing is, Rune doesn't really like get too into his cups, but he wasn't expecting rum to be so strong, so that he sort of like he slowed down and then like rode the rum ride, and so like right now he's just like pleasantly just like kitty kitty kitty.
You just get the sense that due to a lot of shit happening today, Onyx is just tired.
That's-
Leafy, I'm gonna also need you to roll a d20.
The look of horror.
What did you roll?
11.
Okay, dokie.
Stop it.
Stop what? I'm not doing anything.
Yet.
Bruno, I'm gonna need you to also roll me a d20.
Lost it for a second. I was like, the fuck did I put it up there?
What did you roll?
That 20?
You're lying.
No.
Really?
I rolled the dice like stopped at 20 and it's fucking staring at me upside down.
Alrighty
Like,
then.
Excuse the fuck out of me?
Okie dokie.
Bruno spontaneously combusts.
Ren,
Oh god. Yeah.
I'm also gonna need you to roll the d20.
Come on, be nice.
I'm not sure if I'm like happy or scared.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
14.
Okie dokie.
I don't know why have you done this dice? It's the Loki dice. That's why this is my Loki die. And he wants mischief.
Funny that. No, I'm kidding.
No, he's room to blame him. It's fine.
And you all drift into sleep. And we're going to close the session there. But I will leave you with this little. I will leave you with this little cinematic. The shot travels down the steps slowly into the cell area. And it comes to the cell of Ivan the Asgardian. He's sitting on the edge of his bed, looking down at the ground, still that defeated look on him. And you see his skin go from the normal pale Asgardian skin to the dark gray. And that's where we're going to close the session. So, thank you all so much for joining, and thank you to my wonderful players as always.
What? Sorry, delayed reaction.
It's just sitting there menacingly.
Ah!
Interesting session, guys. I'm sorry that this is a bit of a short one.
Okay.
But to be honest, I rolled before the session to see what would happen upstairs. And apparently I got the shortest scenario. I was expecting that scenario to play out a lot longer.
You got the no combat scenario.
I did. But
Oddly
I prepared.
enough.
But I prepared. I prepared.
We didn't
But-
murder anybody.
No, and thanks to Rin's persuasion roll, like, yeah, you managed to spare a life.
Mm-hmm.
We unmurdered somebody.
And you, yeah, for the most part, you actually helped in the revivify. So yeah, next week we will continue off from this session. Just as a reminder, Mondays we have Pandor and Humblewood. Wednesdays is Out of Room Misfits. Then every Thursday you come back here, please. And finally, not finally, Friday we have GKC. And then Sundays by ear we have Fandelver. And yeah, to those who are still watching, feel free to look in the chat for the link trees that me, Paige, and Sarah posted. And yeah, so that has been Tales of Yggdrasil. I am MN Chief, your DM Gothi. With us we had Bard of the Midwest as Bruno, That Hufflepuff Games as Rin, Bryce Ossoles as Rune, Archie Obsession as Leafy, Demise TR as Dadvidir,
What it do?
and turn to page 394 as Egrit. For all of us here, thank you. Stay safe. Wear your fucking masks. And is it Thursday yet? Bye, guys.
Peace.